children will live HIV-free. Back to you in studio, Akisa.
Kevin Ogutu for us there in the county of Homa Bay. Well, away from matters to do with women and the International Day of Women, maize farmers in Meru County will now have a reason to smile following a national rollout of payment of insurance, food security, one of the big four initiatives of the government. And thus, after a successful survey and research, farmers who had insured their crops against a drought will be paid back due to non-performance in the previous season. Our reporter, George Maringa, is following up on the rollout and now joins us live from the county of Meru. Very good afternoon to you, George. This insuring of crops, first of all, how is it being received among farmers in Meru?
Good afternoon to you, Akisa. Indeed, crop insurance by farmers here in Meru County has been received, in somewhat you could say 50-50. There are those who signed up for it. There are those, of course, who, are waiting for those who signed up so that they can now join and, in the program as well. And of importance to note is that a total of 4.5 million shillings will be paid out to the farmers who insured their crops in the last season. And I will be speaking to a couple of stakeholders here who are here in the rollout, and I'll begin by Mwange Nganga, who is the acting county director of agriculture. Thank you very much for joining us on KTN News. Now, this crop insurance, how did it come about here in Meru County?
Thank you. The crop insurance program is basically a national government project which we are implementing hand in hand with the county government to ensure that our farmers are more resilient as they engage in their farming activities. Yes. And
in the beginning, how was the program when you started out, when you approached the farmers? How was the reception by farmers?
As is characteristic with the farmers, the adoption was slow. There was a bit of apprehension, but we went a long way into assuring them that the program is for real and it will assist them, it will compensate them in the event of bad weather where they lose out on their expected harvests, and thereafter mainly rely on food handouts and rapeseed handouts. But with insurance, the farmer gets more resilient and can start off the subsequent season even in the event of a crop failure.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is a new project, of course, a new development, especially in Meru County. Do you think that this is something that will be sustainable, and do you think that more farmers will come on board?
Definitely, with today's event, where those farmers who bought premiums have been compensated for the bad crop performance, we expect that more farmers will now come up and pay for the insurance so that they join into the program. Yes.
And now, finally, of course, do you think that, apart from maize that you have started out with, do you intend to bring on board other crops, or will it remain only for the maize farmers?
Definitely, the cover will extend to other crops. It involves data collection and trends analysis so that the insurance companies can be able to formulate a package, and we are in the process of doing that, and it is our expectation that in the near future more crops will be covered.
Thank you very much. Akisa, that was Mwange Nganga, who is the director of agriculture here in Meru County. And I'll be speaking now to Purity Mwandoa, who is now on the side of the insurance. Thank you very much for joining us on KTN News. Now, these insurance that 7 companies have come together. What brought about 7 companies? Why didn't you just go for only one company?
Okay, thank you very much. As far as agriculture is concerned, the risks are quite high, and it couldn't have been only one insurance company doing it. So that's why it was resolved that it will be a pool of many companies that will share the risk among themselves, because it's quite a high risk in insurance. Mm-hmm. Yes. And
we have seen today, you have awarded 253 farmers out of the 271 who registered. What happens to the 18?
The 18 are from UAI, or unit area of insurance, whereby there was no crop failure. After the crop cutting was done, it was realized that there was no crop failure in that UAI. So the other UAIs are the ones that are being compensated. Okay. Yes.
And finally, of course, do you think that your premiums will be, accepted by the farmers who, of course, as they have, said inside there, that some of them, their colleagues are waiting for them to, register and then they come on board. Do you think they will accept your premiums?
Oh, this time round, I thank the insurance companies and the national government for what they have done. They have really come in handy for our farmers, and I believe after what the farmers have really seen, because farmers have been tired of doing scam things, this time around they are going to be very serious. They are going to take it now as farming as business, so that they will not have any risk of going into farming food burst. And I wish to ask all the farmers to continue uptaking the project, and this season we'll be starting it from Monday, the coming week, and we'll roll out to the two sub-counties, which is Tigania West and Imenti North. Yes.
Thank you very much, Purity. Now I'll speak, Akisa, to finally a farmer who will enjoy the benefits or the compensation, James Murega. Thank you very much for joining us on KTN News. Now hizi pesa zako zenye ambazo utalipwa umeona zikiwa ngapi kule ndani?
Kule ndani nimeangalia nikaona niko na yapata 3,500 kutoka kwa ile nusu eka ambayo nilikuwa nimeinsure.
Na ulikuwa umeinsure nusu eka, lakini wamesema kwamba kuna sasa next time wanataka kuongeza from 1 acre moving forward. Wewe mwenyewe utaongeza utaweza kuinsure zaidi ya hiyo nusu eka?
Kwa vile nimeona manufaa ya kuinsure, I must increase the acreage mpaka niongeze kiwango cha ekari zile nitalima.
Na finally, uliweza kuvuna mapato ya aina gani ama gunia ngapi za mahindi?
Nilivuna gunia, nilikuwa natarajia kuvuna gunia 7, lakini nilivuna gunia 5.
Sana. Okay, so that was James Murega, a farmer here in Meru County, and he's among the 253 farmers who will receive compensation from the insurance companies, 7 of them that have come together to provide crop insurance to farmers here in Meru County. And of importance to note is that the farmers